I think I might be live. Hello, right, let's start at the top. Hello, Flibblesand, Julian Brown, Rudy's Retro Intel, Retro Robbins, Arjen van Voort. Hello from the Netherlands. I've got something you might like here. We'll get to that in a minute. Otherwise, I'll start eating and I won't stop. And yeah, another retro channel. Hello, Todd. How are you? And Retro Bits. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? Bruno Tapes. Hello. I feel like I'm missing like a Christmas theme. I've done nothing. I don't think I've got even any decorations at all. I've got some pistachio nuts. That's kind of Christmassy, isn't it? How is everybody? Are we doing okay? I am just making sure. How's my sound? I just want to make sure that that's working. Looks like it's coming through nice on this end, but is the level okay? It's 15-second delay on YouTube. There used to be what was the service that Microsoft used to do, the streaming service? That was brilliant. Sound is good, excellent. Matt's put up some Christmas trees for us. Thanks, Matt. Right, this is we're going to just get straight in. Hello, Peter and Adrian. We're going to get straight into it because according to these instructions from Ben at Bike Delight, I had a quick look through. It says, take your time. Don't hurry. Assembling the Harlequin can take easily up to 3 hours. Okay. So I've done one before, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I've got to talk and talk to you guys as well. Fair warning, I've had a cold. There might be some coughing and spluttering and associated noises. I spent some time this afternoon making an RGB cable from scratch, and I'm quite happy with the way it's turned out actually. So that if we do manage to get to the end of this, I might actually switch it on. They're the sockets. I nicked the SCART socket from my C64. I would never use this one because it was just composite, which is, there's no RGB from a C64, but there we go. Right, there's a couple of motherboards in here that we need to talk about first. That's the one that comes with this, which has already got the chip soldered onto it, the video encoder chip there. That's a better look. That's a better view, which is fine. I actually don't mind soldering those sorts of things on. It's actually something I quite like doing. But this is the issue 2D, and I ordered some boards from PCBWay, and the only boards on the GitHub that are available are I think it's 3H and 4A and 4B, I think. And the latest one is 4B, so this is a 4B. But when I got it, I realised there's quite a few changes. So like the RGB port is over here on this one and there on that one. This is the joystick port, which on this one is a pin header over this side. Then these are the same here, but then this, I don't even know what that is. Oh, that must be the RGB port, but it's different to that one. Oh no, that's the RGB port. So what the hell is that? I don't know. So I haven't got the instructions for this, and fortunately I've still got this. But for the one that I need to make, somebody, Chris, who works at the cave, who volunteers at the cave, sent me a 2H, which is what this is, for the project I've got coming up. So this is like a practice run for that, and to help me get used to my new soldering iron, which Neil, I don't know if he's not in the chat, Neil from NLK Media bought me a new Hacko look, I've got a Hacko. We're on 3. Oh, I've got the wrong tip in. Well, let's change that now. I want my chisel tip, that thin chisel tip. Oh, right. There's loads of chat. I'm going to have to move that a bit closer to me. How's that? No. Come on, go on the side. Here we go. Trent, good morning. Conrad, good evening. I shouldn't really be doing this without... Oh. Oh. Well, that's tight. Without looking at what I'm doing. Jeremy, how are you doing? From your vintage hillbilly shack. It's going to be hot. This is the cold one, but I'm still not going to touch it just out of force of habit. There we go. Should probably have turned it off first. Actually, the iron stopped pumping heat into the tip. It must have realised that there was no metal there for it to do anything with. Okay, there we have chisel tip installed. Merch. Ben's build instructions are amazing. A warm heat. Yeah, it is a warm evening here in the UK, Adrian, and it's going to actually. It's like 8 degrees now, but the temperature's going up all night. Mac, it's just practice. Talent's nothing to do with it. Just pick a board and make something. Right, so we're going to follow the instructions from start to finish, and I'm not going to deviate at all. I am going to get my... Yeah, this will be a good idea. This should speed things up a bit. Oh, it's got loads of sawdust all over it. Oh, that'll do. It's set. I've got it set exactly for the right width for a Spectrum motherboard. Except I must have moved it. Why is that? Oh, this one must have moved. Yeah, look, the line's there. Hello, ZX Renew. I've used your services quite a bit. Look, ZX Renew's here. Look, ZX Renew, what I bought from you. And so the for those that know, I did the charity thing in when was it? September, and I sold I built a load of Spectrums, including one that looked identical to this, and auctioned them off for charity, and raised an absolute heap of money thanks to all of the help I got from people donating things and helping me in all kinds of other ways. And this one, the one that looked exactly like this, went missing. So some people on social medias will know that it did pop back up, and we tried to buy it back, but then the eBay account that was listing it, and it was all above board. It wasn't stolen or anything. It just failed delivery, and eBay being a bit rubbish. It did pop back up. We tried to buy it back. Then the eBay account that was listing it was suspended, and they got back in touch with me. I'd messaged them. I was still able to message them, but they couldn't list anything. And it had been listed for £299 plus postage, opening bid, and we'd offered them. A few of us had offered them that at the time, and they refused. They said they want to see the auction run, and then obviously it got suspended. And the next thing was that they got back to me and said, yeah, they've still got it. Did I want to buy it? how much was I willing to pay, and I said £300. I offer you £300, which is about what I think it was worth, all of the whole kit. And they said yes. And I got it back. It's here. Bit of a spoiler for a future video, but yay! I was so happy when that turned up again. It's been around the world. Aye. But it's back. God, we're not going to get very far, are we? Ice spray ball and tissue. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell it again. We're going to I'm going to do another auction, and I'm going to try and raise some more money. I've got some other things to sell as well. There's that, not the other, this case that from ZX Renew. Yes, it does have a story, and that's a very good point, and that's one of the things I'm actually quite excited about, because I want to make a video about its story. I want to tell people about it, so it's going to be really a fun video to do. I've already written most of it, but yeah, that one is actually going to go back. The new one, which is going to be a Harlequin instead of the issue 6S, I think it was, in the other one, in that one down there. That's going back to Andrew, who originally won the auction, and he gave me, so eBay refunded him £680. Well, in fact, more than that. He paid postage and import duties as well, and eBay refunded him all of that. But the original bid was the winning bid was £680, and he sent that back to me. He thought that eBay were taking the money off of me, so he didn't want us to miss out. But when I explained to him that the only person missing out was eBay and him, because he didn't get his Spectrum, I suggested that we build him another one. And I will make him an ultimate one that would be better suited for somebody living in America. So I'm going to separate this bit. There we go. Right, so I've got my list of first things here. I've got 5 diodes: D1, D2, D3, D6, and D7. And let's have a quick look at chat, because I've missed loads of it. Hello, Patrick. How are you doing? Thomas asked me. I said I'm going into the workshop tonight, and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm going to be talking to my friends." And he said, "Who are you going to be talking to?" And the first name that popped into my mind was Patrick, and you're, as in you, Patrick, because Patrick, I'm pretty sure it's you, Patrick. This Patrick is the one that gave me this Harlequin. This one is for me, and it was yeah, Patrick donated it. I think it, yeah, pretty sure that it's that Patrick. I'm terrible with names. I must apologise. 12 in Dorset. One of these. It's got a great bill. Works first time to any. So Conrad wants to know any ETA when this kit will be available again, and ZX Renew says in the new year, buddy. Lovely. There was something I wanted from ZX Renew that I couldn't find, that was out of stock, and I can't remember what it was now. I wish I could. Right, let's, starting. Hello, I've watched many of your videos. This is my first stream. Hello, Anthony Salter. Hello. Thank you for watching my videos. It's very nice of you to do so. Right, so we are on number 1, which is, this is just so amazing. I've got a list here with all the part numbers on. It's even got like the Farnell and Conrad part numbers here. So even if you wanted to make this yourself, you did want to buy the kits, you could still, you know, I don't know if Ben sells this thing, but please don't copy this. I should just put that off to one side, really. More fun breaking it. Patrick's really getting into hardware projects. Oh, I think it's actually that one. I've got this part bender. Pretty sure I used this on the last one. Let's go for it on this one. I dropped it already. I've got the wrong glasses on. Too much heat. Right, let's get some parts bent while I try and read some chat. This is going to be for me, this Harlequin, and I'm not going to go crazy on the trying to line up the diodes exactly in the middle. So they won't be perfect, but this is, like I say, this is for me. If this was for someone else, I would take my time. Need to send you some goodies. And ideally I would put that with an LED keyboard that you can also obtain from ZX. He's a really good guy. I've got plenty of stuff. Ooh. I hope, are you talking to me? Thank you. And Patrick says, I don't know if you've seen the ZX Pico boards. Yes, being sold on Facebook by Stephen Stuttard. I've got his V1 board and I'm going to get his V2 small board and we'll be putting them together. Yeah, Lee Smith has been messing around with those and he's been having a good time. He had some problems at the start, but I think there's some problems with certain VGA, because it's got a VGA output, I believe. Like a bit banged VGA output. And he was having some problems with certain screens. And the seller was... At first he wasn't very helpful, but then he was very helpful. I should have measured these because I've just realised that this might not be the board I was thinking of when I did these. So where are these diodes? I've got a map. Right, D6. I've just spotted D6. I need a pen to tick things off. D6 is over here. Yeah, I've bent these way too wide. Is this even? No. Damn it. Oh, I'll have to use my tweezers. Right, line at the bottom. It ain't going to be pretty. Oh no, my foam. Ah, the foam. No, it's fine. Line at the bottom is good. When I get brave, need help on my +4 repair. The +4 will just be the TED chip. That's almost always the TED chip in the +4. As Neil is a good mate, RMC, I could always drop them to him when I next volunteer. What is it? What some goodies? Oh, yeah. If you're talking to me, Retro Robbins, sorry. Yes, I'll be going. I plan to go in in the spring, the next. So I probably won't be going over the winter. So I might not be there for a few months, but there might be a project going on that I need to visit Neil with earlier than that. So there is a chance. So D1, this is going to not, I'm never going to get this finished tonight. I need to put the other glasses on. It should make reading the screen a bit harder. How did Crash go for you, Retro Robbins? I keep meaning to ask you. D1 is there, and D2 is there. D1 and D2. I've not bent that in enough. D1. Is it D2? Yeah. Oh, God. I did actually look how to get in touch with you, and I couldn't find you on social media very easily. I might not have looked very hard. And I'm not sure if I found you on Discord. But I think in the description on here is my Discord chat. So you could join that one. And that is just, you know, if anybody wants to chat with me directly, Discord chat is definitely the easiest way. So we've done D6. I'm going to mark them off on here and on here. So D1, D6 and D2. So we've got D3 and D7. D3 is there. Oh my God. Chat is flying past. What did I say? D7? Oh, it's D3 is here. That is what I said, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it might be. I made a bit of a mess of these diodes. This is a good job this is for me. Last one is D7. D7, I've just seen it randomly. Maybe I'm remembering from the last time I did this. I'm going to have to keep bobbing out of camera here because Patrick, I've got to replace a membrane in my Specky toast rack. Got a toast rack here, look. This is the first time I've ever had, well, it's the first time I've had a toast rack. It's not mine, it's Paul Universal Retro Boss's, here for repair. I think it's like a Christmas treat for just getting to repair it. But it's the first time I've had all of the Sinclair machines here. So I've got obviously ZX 81s and Spectrums and Pluses and Plus 2s and everything. But the first time I've had a ZX 80 in the workshop as well. Right, better solder something. Solder. Lovely. Oh, that's not a good joint. I will be rushing quite a lot doing this. So yeah, Retro Robins, definitely probably better to have a conversation outside of a live chat because I'm just going to miss stuff. When I looked at the 12-hour live stream stats, there in the second half of that, there was some, I think it was like 2,500 messages, you know, chats. And I tend to do quite long live streams, so this is probably going to be a few hours. Oh, that's, I've not done a good job there. Let's reflow those. And that one needs a bit extra. That one there is not very good. Get closer so you can see my poor workmanship. There we go. That one's got barely any solder on it. That one I cut off. And that one. Oh, they're good. Right, let's mark those off the list. So I did D7 there. Marking them off on the map helps you later. I should probably do it with I've got a coloured Sharpie here somewhere. Yeah, let's do that. Where is it? That's the black one. Here we go. So we've got D3, 7. No, that was 2, I think. No, that's... What have I... Oh, yeah, that's right. D2, D1, D2, D3, D6, and D... Oh. Yeah, D7. Right. Neil's here. Hello, Neil. Very well, and Merry Christmas to you and everybody else. Right. Oh yeah, I know where the RMC museum is. I've been there a few times now. Unless you were talking to someone else. Right, I can't go back too far back on the chat. Lee, do you do amplifier repairs by any chance? No, Lee Smith is probably the better person to talk to about that. He's more of the audio guy, but I don't know if he does just random amplifiers. I think he tends to do just one brand of them, so he might be the person to talk to. Hello, gaming since the 1970s, since the 70s. I've been gaming since the 60s. If life is a game. No Christmas. Oh, why no Christmas, Patrick? PCB holders, yeah, from Amazon. Can anyone recommend the best way to test a 126 or 128 cart for the Specky? 126k cart. Interface 2 is the first thing you're going to need. I don't know. No, I don't think I've ever had a Spectrum game cart. Kyle, get a Harlequin. They're fantastic fun to build. Oh, Lee Smith doesn't touch amps or speakers. Also doesn't do duvets. What do you sleep under? A bin bag? Dry joints and a Yamaha amp. Just reflow them. Yeah, 128k cart. Don't know. Oh, that's a shame, Patrick. Well, we're all here with you. Right, next bag. And it's a diode, a single diode D4, which is... It's always a lot. I can put this in the in here. This isn't proprietary information. It's always more difficult. Is that D5 there? Right, that's next up here. Remember, oh, D4 is there. It's always more difficult at the start. The diodes are not too difficult to spot because you're looking for, you know, a diode, not a diode symbol, but a marked polarity. So they're not too bad to find. What's a chunky one? But when we get into the resistors, I shall start to sweat because I'll be going, where is it? Where is it? And then it becomes like a puzzle. Let's do the next one. D5. Because we know where it is. So what was that? That was a... What did I do with the bag? I'll try and keep the bags in order. The last one was a 1N4740A and this is a 4742A. So sorry I haven't been putting out too many videos over the last month after going absolutely crazy over August and September, and just all you saw on the internet was me for a while there. Apologies for that as well, but I had to stop for a couple of reasons. It is quite draining doing a massive project like the charity thing, and so in one sense I needed a break, but I also needed to You know, after I finished that, I looked at my workshop and I thought, I just don't know where to start. It was really hard to walk in here and be motivated when all behind me, all of this area here, right up to here, there were 30, well, no, more than 40 boxes stacked up all along here with a load of wood stacked against the wall as well, and I couldn't get to anything. Now I've got it all mostly sorted out. There's still a few boxes stacked over behind these screens here, but oh boy, it's so much better. It is so much better. But that I did enjoy it as well. I really enjoyed building something out of wood again. It's very therapeutic for me. That's a good. Thanks, Rudy. It's great. I love it. Kitten, lovely. Yeah, we're all skint. I just spent all my money on wood. Bit full. Kyle is a bit full building a Gotek-based Commodore 1581 clone, but I definitely want to do a Harlequin in 2024. Peter, how are you doing? Building on stream, I am brave. Yes, I kind of agree. I looked at the pack and I thought, yeah, that'll be easy. I've done that before. It didn't take that long, and I was filming. But trying to keep up with chat is a challenge. So we're on to the resistors now. R19, 20, 21. And are these the ones that are spaced? No, I think I'm just going to shove these in. And I might not even put them the same way around. This might upset people. So we're after 19, 20, 21, 34, 38, and 43. These are often in groups. I've just seen 34. No, that was, yeah, 34 was one. Let's stick that in before I lose it again. It's right over by that clamp. That'll do. I'm doing this big Clive style and just bending them by hand. And that is actually probably the neatest way to do these because they're exactly the right size. So that's 34. I'm just going to mark that off with my felt tip. 19, 20, 21. I'll put this here so you can help me. 21's there. And 20 is there. So let's get those two out of the way. What did I say? 21 and 22. Oh, I've lost them already. 20. Yeah, 20. Did I see 43? Yeah, it's right next to it. And let's get those marked off. 20 and 43. So I've done 34, 20 and 43. 34, 20, 43. So we're looking for 19, 21, which I've just seen. And so 19 and I'll just try to bend these legs on the other side so they don't fall out. That was 21, wasn't it? Yep, 21. Oh, no, I've just marked one. So now I'm looking for 19 and 38. Neil, Neil's in the house. Again, Neil, congratulations on what happened the other day. I know it's not the final part of the puzzle and you've probably got a long way to go and a lot of hoops to jump through, but you are on the way and it was amazing news. I genuinely welled up a bit. It really did. I honestly think that was just lovely. No, you're not going to make me cry. 19. Right, I'm going to put these resistors in, and then we're going to talk Christmas. Oh, not that one. 38. 38. This is where I'm going to start screaming. Oh, 39. Could be anywhere. 32. Oh, it's a capacitor. C38. 36. Oh, this is hard. This is hard to do on a live stream. 28. No. 38. It was right next to one of the other ones. That is infuriating. Right. So Christmas. What was your best video game and computer related present, and how old were you? Mine obviously was my ZX Spectrum in 1982, and I was in 1982 13 years old. Neil's will be his Amstrad CPC 464. I'm not sure about Lee's. I'm guessing Rudy's will be an Apple of some description, probably a 2. It could be a 2E, like he sent me. It's here, Rudy. It's actually in the house, being kept safe. Oh, Rudy's gone. Bye, Rudy. Merry Christmas to you. 2+2 Christmas from Peter, 1986. He's not saying his age. We all love Neil Topman, really nice guy. Amazing achievement, especially opening a retro museum during the pandemic of all times. Yeah. Top man. It's not his. It's not his surname. I know. I'm thinking that's not his surname. I know his surname. It's the same as my son's name. I need a throat sweet. Sorry. It's some sucking noises will commence. Oh, I can't do this with these glasses. C64 from Adrian. Neil Topman is his second name. Yeah. My dad got me the Amstrad CPC. This is Patrick 464 in 84-85 with the colour screen. Wow. Oh, I've just realised I'm on manual focus. I am probably slightly less blurry. Yes, Neil. Have you seen it? Look. Let me go on this one. Justice, yes. First machine, or an elk from Ross. Hello, Ross. Amiga 500, whatever year that was. 99, no, it could be 89 or 88. I think 87 was the first one. A 500 plus, I'm not sure. An elk, oh God, imagine getting an elk for Christmas. Commodore C64C. I had one. That was my third computer, Peter. For Christmas of 1989 at the age of 14. It was a good age, 14, wasn't it? We could not have Western tech before that. My family did not see me for 2 weeks straight. ZX Duncan Retro Crazy. He says was his ZX81 in 1981, age 14, complete with a 16k RAM pack and an obligatory wobble. I've actually seen that actual ZX81 at the cave because he brought it with him when we met there. And it's really special seeing somebody's actual childhood machine, and there's something about it. There is something about it that that resonates. Can't remember when I got the Amiga. It might have been Christmas '93, says Peter. 500 plus would have been around 1991. Okay. I was 5 or 6 at the time. Wow. Antonio prefers SMD. Yeah, I prefer SMD. Does anybody know? Oh, I don't think there will be for this. If there's like a part locator website for the Harlequin 2D. If there is, I can put it up on the second screen. And this will go a lot quicker. Did I mark off? I didn't mark off 38. They're all distracting me. Right. 39, 40, 41, 42. It's much easier when they're sequential. Oh, I haven't cut the legs off. Yeah, I'm doing it after I solder. I know. Come at me. So my first computer wasn't the ZX Spectrum. Mine was the ZX81, much like Duncan's, but it wasn't for Christmas. Got it randomly in the middle of the year when it was going cheap. And my parents picked it up off of my best friend, Jason, who's still my best friend now. I only just managed... Matt says, Retrobits Matt, I only just managed to buy a 64C in 86. Amiga was way too far out of reach. So the C wasn't very popular in America, was it? Have I got that wrong, or I don't know. Actually, if Ben watches this, not Retro Bytes, Byte Delight Ben, if you're watching this in the future, Ben, I have a complaint. In your diagnostic cart builds, all of the leads are pre-bent, and it's fantastic. I have to bend all these leads myself. This is my life we're talking about here. That's draining away second by second. I'm desperately aware. Right, so we're on 39, 40, 41, 42. Has anybody found a how Thomas asked after you today, actually, Neil. Anytime that I'm watching This Week in Retro, we're talking about coming back to Stroud. He wants to come back to Stroud and visit to see his mate Neil. But he's fine. He has been poorly over the last few days, and he had to miss a few days of his normal routine, and he missed a day of the farm, which was tragic. 39, 40, 41. If I can see 42, that would make me very happy. 42. But he's yeah, Thomas is Looking forward to Christmas. I was talking to Neil, NLK, another Neil, the other. All Neils are the best, by the way. Look at that, they're right next to each other there. I was talking to NLK Media Neil earlier about Thomas. Thomas still believes in Christmas, and we still do the same daft things every year. We put down newspaper for Father Christmas's muddy boots, and we put milk out for Father Christmas and a carrot out for the reindeer, and he completely believes, and it's lovely. I'm never going to take his innocence away. But he does get very, very excited, and it ends up sometimes in tears. Bless him. But he's been good. He's been good. He's a good lad. Right. We've got some more to cross off before I start chatting again. So 42 and 39, 40 and 41. Right. Yeah, I'll pass on your wishes. I've seen many more bread bins than C64s in the US, but the Cs were really affordable by the time they came along. Yeah, mine was at the very end of the Commodore life. Hello, Ken. How are you? P was crappy SSD caps and CD3s. Yeah. I'm going to have to skip some chat. I'm just skimming. There's a chat going on between people, which is great. Fine, keep doing that, because then I don't have to read all of it. Missing an Amiga 3000, Neil. Wow, I'm not coming until you get one. A lot of guys named Steve here in the USA involved in the vintage retro community, surprisingly. I think he's talking about the Neil thing here. It's not about believing, it's just fact, yeah. Scientifically provable fact. All right. Can I see this? Just like casually looking over my shoulder, trying to take it by surprise. I'm not really looking that hard. Oh, I found R7. Oh, come on. I found 4, 5 and 6. Oh, damn it. All right, found it. Right, so more Christmas chat. What is for Christmas dinner? What's your ideal Christmas dinner, or are you having in 2 days' time, or however many days it is for you? Because some of you are from the future, but you can't really chat here. We're having turkey. We don't always have turkey. For a long time, we had just like a normal roast. We'd have beef or just a chicken or something. And last year, on the spur of the moment, I just bought a turkey crown. And we weren't having any guests over. It was just the 4 of us. Thomas's brother Jack, not a big turkey eater either. And my wife is vegetarian. And so it's just me and Thomas. With this massive great turkey crown that could feed, I think it was like 7 to 9. But I have a large appetite. 12, 18 and 48. I'm sure I've seen 48 over here. Yeah, just spotted 48, so I'm just going to shove that in. And then we had mother and father-in-law pop round in the morning, and I said, why don't you just, you know, knowing that I had too much food, why don't you stay for dinner? And it was a lovely dinner. It was one of those days that worked out absolutely perfectly. So we're going to try and recreate it today, including the fact that we haven't invited them over in advance. Goose, wow. Pork, duck, wow. Trent, yeah, loving Mahako. Great soldering iron, and it was Neil that bought it. Not that Neil, the other Neil. So we've got other Lee and other Neil now. Turkey and vegetables and cranberry sauce. Nice. Not the vegetables. I'm not a big vegetable eater. I do eat veg, but I never used to eat any. But my plate is sort of 95% meat and potato. Ham, baked beans, sweet potato and turkey for the picky eaters. Interesting, Jeremy. Peter's other half's going to pick up a last-minute turkey crown when they're selling them cheap. Yeah, that is a good choice because they're all exactly the same as the one I've bought. It's just that you're going to get it cheaper. Done that before. 12 and 18 I'm looking for here. The only thing, well, what put us off having turkey every year was a couple of years running, I bought and planned big dinners, 12, and bought massive turkey and spent a lot of money, and then got the flu and spent Christmas Day unable to move in bed. Proper flu. Well, everybody remember, R50 is hiding down here in this corner. You see that one? So that was 12. What are we after? 18. 18. 18. Yeah, I had a habit of getting horrible bugs for Christmas Day for a while, and it just seemed to happen all the time. I became the nightmare at Christmas. I can't find 18. It's 10 and 11, 22, 27, 18. Gotcha. Did you see that? I actually turned it around so it matched the other ones up there. I can't help myself. Right. I have a request. There's quite a few YouTubers in here. Can you make it your New Year's resolution to not say this bad boy? I hate that. When I hear someone say, I've got to solder this bad boy in now. I'm going to turn this bad boy on now. We're going to clean this bad boy up now. It drives me crackers. I'm so judgy. God. You do what you want. Oh, and actually, it's going to happen more now, isn't it? Right, mark those off. Where were they? I've marked 12 and 18 was there. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to zoom in on that one. And what was this? 12, 18 and 48. I was next to it. Got that one. I'd already marked it. You need to see this. You zoom in. This one slipped. You see that? Good job, Lee. Let's solder this bad boy in properly. Right. Like I said, for those that joined a little bit late, I said earlier that this is for me. Patrick gave me this one. This is for me. It's going to be a bit messy. I'm not going to make it, you know, an absolute pig's ear. I will still make sure all the solder joints are facing the right direction, etc. But I'm not going to go crazy. Neil was made a beef bourguignon. Oh God, this chat just zipped past. Where? I lost that. Neil had beef bourguignon. Everybody. Other Neil is having 4 germ magnets. I thought that was. I was going to have to start reading French then. We're always inundated with bugs. Yeah, kids. It was when we had kids earlier. Yeah, families at Christmas, Patrick, are not fun. That's don't do narration on my videos anyhow. Sausage meat and sage and onion stuffing balls. The bad boy of the Christmas dinner. Ah! Smash that bell for this bad boy. Yeah, you do realise everyone will now go out of their way to ensure they get a bad boy in every opportunity. Yep. Patrick's allergic to nuts. I have actually got pistachios here. Will you be offended if I have a munch on them a bit? Hello, Taz. How you doing, mate? Hope everything's okay. I did catch some of your live stream the other day. Good stuff. Let's solder in this bad person. That sounds a bit more middle class. Let's solder in this bad person. Richmond meat-free products are fan. Yes. I probably eat, I'd say probably 60% vegetarian now. Me and Thomas had for our tea vegetarian meatball rolls. Really lovely. Plant Pioneer ones from Sainsbury's are really nice. Right, we've got 4 here, R7, 9, 32 and 59. Sorry if I'm crunching the last bit of the sweet. Mark Fix's stuff will be proud of you. Changing the name of the channel. Bad boy soldering. Retro bad boy soldering. You're really bad boys. And a little bad boy counter for each video. Do I make my own Yorkshire puddings as I am? No. I'm hanging my head in shame. I don't. I used to, you know, go through the whole thing, make them myself, but they take up a lot of room in the oven, and time-wise they take up a lot of room, and I just use Aunt Bessie's now. I know. I'm sorry. I am deeply sorry. So R7, 9, 32 and 59, but they're fine. I used to hate them. 52 I've just spotted. Is that one of them? No, that was 32 and 59. So R7, that's going to be... Oh, we saw that. There it is. Oh, I'm zoomed in. I'm still zoomed in. You can shout at me if I do that again. That much. Sorry. Yeah, I won't eat Aunt Bessie's roast potatoes. I would eat them if I was starving, but I'm not a fan of any of the other products. But I do quite like the Yorkshire puddings. They're fine, and they're just like 4 minutes in the oven and you're done. R7. R9. Could it be over here somewhere with this one? Come on. Where are you? Yeah, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, 10 and 11. What are we looking for? 9, 32 and 59. There's 30 and 31. 32 and 59. Oh, I haven't marked off those. 12 and 18. Oh. R9, 32 and 15. And when they're not sequential numbers, I've really struggled to keep them in my head, especially when I'm talking to you lot. 32, 59. 49. Oh, these are tricky ones. So that was there. 32. Got one. 32. Narrowing it down, 9 and 59. Let's try on here. Let's have a quick look at chat. Oh my god. No. Pre-made roasties for Christmas dinner. No. True story. I heard my granny talk fondly about Aunt Bessie's roasties. I genuinely thought she was talking about a friend of hers. Nice one, Doug. ZX and you, potatoes, carrots, roast potatoes, peas, broccoli with my Sunday roast. Yep, go along with that. Yorkshire puddings, and nice thick gravy. Anyone else here cook their turkey in the slow cooker? We find it's far nicer than in the oven. I've never tried that actually. It never dries out. In fact, the bones are always clean as a whistle, so no waste meat. Might try that. 8:30 p.m. here. We've got a way to go. Yeah, Patrick uses an air fryer more than anything. Yep, I'm converting that way. Roast potatoes in an air fryer are great. Need a pretty giant slow cooker to fit a whole turkey in, I imagine. We generally brine ours the night before, which keeps it moist. Brine it. Salty water, isn't it? Same here. Yes, I'll soak it. All of the chips. Fling them in the deep fryer for a bit lovely. Just done a roast ham, 6 hours in the slow. Oh, hello, Julian. Oh, no, you were here at the start. I retract my hello. You've already had one. 25 minutes in the air fryer and it is utterly delicious. I am not using turn pin sockets. Neil, sorry. I do have some. I'm not wasting them on this. Where are they? In here. I've got a box of turn pin sockets. I don't think I have everything for this, but there's oh god, I'm gonna lose where I am. R9 and 59. Come on. R60's over here. 59. I found 59. R9. Yes. Winning. There. These lone ones catch you out. All right, is that all of the legs? Ooh, yeah, that'll do. Gotcha. I do like the way this, like the pine saw, I know you could probably change it, soldering iron, tended to cool down quite often, even when I was using it, and I had to change the, you know, the timeout to a longer time. But even then, it still annoyed me that it wouldn't just stay hot. You know, I didn't mind if it was staying hot for a bit longer, but this just stays at the same temperature, and it doesn't like burn the tip like on a cheapo one. Right, before I cut these legs, I'm going to check everything. Not even close to flat. Right, definitely going to burn myself here. Ah, told ya. Live singeing of my human flesh. The things I do for your entertainment. Got to say goodbye. Bye, Retro Robbins. Have a great Christmas. I know now going to swap a tube and a cub for a newer CRT. Not a fun job, it has to be done. That sounds fun to me. Hello, Gat. You got a hello. Honest God. I still have a Spectrum printer. Oh, wow. I still have a Spectrum printer working. First, Patrick's enjoying his first More Fun Making It stream. They're all still up, the original streams. Obviously, you can't join in with the chat, but the original streams, they've always been great fun for me. I had, what did I do? The first thing was the live build parts of the pinball machine build. That was something else, actually building bits of pinball machine live on a stream. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that again. That was, what a time to be alive. Oh, I better mark those off. Right, so it was 59 and 9. Right, 16, 56, 57, 58. Oh, 58. I thought I'd seen that recently. 16, 56. 56, 57, 58. They're sequential. I don't know why I'm turning away to cough when the microphone is actually on my chest. I haven't got an easy way to mute. I do apologise. But my I had the whole family have had this horrible. I wonder if I have got an easy way to mute. 1 second. Let's record. Does that mute? Hello, hello. Got the wrong audio selected. Hello, 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 hello. Yes. Hello. Oh, that's still going. Just working out how to. Hello. Nope. Hello. I don't know how this thing works. I'm sure there's a mute button on it somewhere, but I don't know how to work it. I did cover the mic when I was coughing, but I've got a feeling it probably won't help very much. I have because it's pressed to my chest as well. I have quite a loud cough. Oh, that diode's sticking way up. Oh, I'll sort that out later. I get a lot of complaints about my cough being too loud from family members. So 56, 7 and 8 and R16. 56, 57, 58 and 16. 49, 22, 10, 11, oh, 56, 57, 58. So let's get those ones in. 56, 58. And I'm scanning for 16 as well. C16. Oh, that's so annoying. This is the hardest bit about this, is actually tracking down these single numbers. It's nice when there are a group of them together like that. 16, 16. There's some that are dotted in places where you wouldn't expect, or you wouldn't expect them. They're not going to jump out at me. Come on. R16. R16. No, no. It's going to be one of those. Oh, no. Looking between, oh, there's R17 there. R16. Gotcha. Gotcha. As the great Chaz and Dave once said. There's a cultural reference for you. 56, 57, 58. Chaz and Dave, this time of the year would have been in my family, who were all from London and deeply Cockney. I am not. I was born about a mile that way in Suffolk. But yeah, Chaz and Dave would have been a staple of our Christmas Day music listening. I was thinking earlier about how your expectations and what Christmas means to you changes over the years, and thinking back to those days when you were, 13 and waiting for your ZX Spectrum. I've still got the picture that was taken of me as I opened my ZX Spectrum up, and it's I don't know if I've got it printed out here. I don't think I have. Oh, what's that one up there? No. Yeah, it's a lovely picture. I wish I'd held up the Spectrum a bit more so it was a bit more obvious what it was, but yeah, that day will never leave me. 25, 28, 31. 25 is there. Seen it straight away. Let's get that in. 25, 30, 28 and 31. 28 is above it. Oh, I'm flying. Gets easier as you start knocking them off of the list. And 31. That's C31. 31. Right, so what should we talk about now? Look, what about the next projects for more fun making it channel. I've got a couple of jobs that I need to tick off the list, which before I can really get going on this new Spectrum Harlequin build for Andrew to replace his missing Spectrum. I need to the charity Amiga that we gave away for rose tinted Spectrums charity stream. I haven't. I've spoken to the guy that won it, and he said, "Don't worry about it," because I had to finish off the workshop build. And he's a lovely guy. He's just said, "No, don't worry about it. Take your time. Get Christmas out of the way, and we'll sort it out after." And which is fantastic. It's really nice when people don't put any pressure on you like that. And so it's only a case of sorting out the HDMI leads on it for the external HDMI connections, because it's a bit of a pain on that with a PyStorm, having having the video modes only work out of, like, I've got an RGB to HDMI and a PyStorm, so it's got two video outputs, and so I have to route them to the outside, so it's just a bit of a pain, and it wasn't quite working at the end, so I needed to get that fixed. Yeah, 500 plus is on my list to do as well, Peter. I've got two of the boards here from I can't remember his name. Oh God, Rob. Anyone any ideas about a PC type case for my Amiga 1200 without spending £300 plus? No. Right, what have I marked those off? 25, 28, 31. They were over here, weren't they? 25, 25, 28, 31. We're getting there. 49. Let's start looking. Seen it? Boom. So yeah, once the Amiga's done and posted off, it should, I'll probably do that between Christmas and New Year. The next big project is the Harlequin build, which is going to be including an RGB to HDMI, and it's got a, where is it? It's got a Div MMC Future which in white to go with that white case. So that's the first big project, and it's telling the story of the missing Spectrum as well. And I've got lots of plans. Oh, what number was that? 49. I've got lots of plans on that video. It's going to be a big one, so I'm going to take my time making that, but I'm going to do some repairs in between. Now I've got all this space, I can actually have multiple projects out at the same time, so I can work on a big video and have some small videos in between where I just fix something. It doesn't have to be a big story, just have a bit of fun and have some content flowing through the channel. So I found 5, sounds weird, doesn't it? I found 5 broken Commodore 64s the other day in a box that I'd forgotten I had. So those need fixing. There's a pile over there of at least 6 48k Spectrums. There's the Toast Rack, ZX80. There's a silver label Commodore 64. What else is there? An Amiga 1200, a Commodore 128, and Amiga 600. I've got that somebody gave me. I can't remember who that was. I need to look that up. And who was that? my memory is getting worse. So all of those little repairs and restorations can happen in between the big ones, the big projects. And there's so many things that I want to get round to doing. I've got so many projects that I want to get off the floor. So 24, 27, 30. I've seen 30, 27, 24. They're all in a row here. 24, 27. Nice pattern, this one. So live streams are not something I can do too often. These are, you know, it would have been ideal to just do like a load of Commodore 64 fixes in a live stream, but it's not always possible for me to do that. So let's not worry about live streams too much. I need to get the content actually out on the main channel. After or just before I started building doing all the workshop build, I had my most successful video ever, which I think it's like 80,000 views, something like that now. It just went crazy, and then I didn't do anything after that. Normally you would want to capitalize on having such a successful video, but no, I stopped. And then the next video I've done, which was actually I did the video where I had John Patmore's massive 48k and QL donation, and that did okay. That didn't do too badly, but not as many as I had hoped. And then I did the TV repair, and no one's watched that. Hello Jonathan, how are you? I was watching your videos on fixing Spectrums that inspired me to have a go myself. I fixed my first Spectrum last week. Well done, Nick! Way! Woohoo! Oh, that makes me so happy. I helped you. That's amazing. That is genuinely amazing. Taz watched the TV video. I bet a few people in here watched it. But you're my core. Yeah, A3000, something I've been A3000 plus, something I've been lusted after for a long time, but haven't been able to justify it. We can always find ways of justifying things, Matt. Oh, I've done all of those. Oy, 24, 30, and 27. Done. Ticked off. Bosh. That's a very London thing to say, bosh. Bish, bash, bosh. R17. Come on, R17. Don't give me any grief. It's going to be a lone one. Still not forgetting 50s down here. 23, 26, 29, 44, 45, 35, 46, 36, 33. No, 17. It's not up here. 22's there. 10, 11. Some low numbers there. It's got to be around here somewhere. Nope. Nope. When I did the one for the Metrum build, I think I got to about this stage and realised that I'd put one in the wrong slot, and had to desolder them, and they're not easy to get out of these boards. It's not like taking them out of an old Spectrum board. These are a lot heavier. 17. So this is where I might have put another one in by mistake into the wrong slot. So this is where the point where I have to go to the map. and hope that I haven't already installed one in that slot, because then I am going to have to backtrack. $43. Oh, that's C's capacitors. Come on, where are you? 17. Gotcha. Gotcha. Going all Cockney again. I'm regressing. So, what is we've covered what your best Christmas present ever was. What's on your Christmas list this year? Anyone got anything cool? I'm actually wearing my Christmas present. I've got my Christmas present on. Can you guess what it is? So I want what's on your Christmas list and what you think is my Christmas present, my main Christmas present this year. I will give you a second. 52 and 55. 55, oh no, it's 50 down there. 52 and 55, yes. Oh, Randall is so close. So close. Not new underpants, Taz. Lee, you already knew, you cheat. Oh, Peter, that's very kind. Not a wig. Seriously, look. I'm not going to buy a wig with a hole in it. 52, 55. It's yeah, it's the microphone. It's not a Rode. 52. It's a Hollyland Lark Max. I treated myself. God, well, I didn't treat myself. It's a Christmas present. It's actually also my birthday present. My birthday is the last day of the year, and I often, because for years, everybody like, oh, I'm going to combine your birthday and Christmas presents. So I kind of I justify that myself now. But when I need something like a major tool or something, I am a major tool. Yes, thank you. I'll say I'll have that for my Christmas present, but I need it now. And I always have I've had this for a couple of months. I always, not a couple of months, probably a month and a bit. I always have my Christmas presents early. And sometimes very early. What was that? 52 and 55, which are there and there. Getting there. You can see there's not too many packs left. Capricorn. Do you know, someone has said that to me today, actually. Oh, you're a Capricorn. Oh, there's a big bunch of these. 3, 4, 5. They're there. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's get those in and marked off. Yeah, I'm not into horoscopes so much. So I haven't heard other people's Christmas new PC parts from John. Well, oh my God, your PC is kick-ass. Neil's just realised he hasn't sent me. Oh, why is that? I don't want that to do that. Realise he hasn't sent me an NLK Media t-shirt. Why not, Neil? This is a terrible state of affairs. Extra large. We'll wait for the next set of mugs to arrive and we'll send out a merch pack to you. Thank you. I need stickers to go on top of the the Hakko, because that's going to get seen lots. I'll put it next to the. I need a sticker to go here. I might actually grind that Hakko bit off so it sits flat. Vicky's problem with getting me anything is deciding what. Yeah, I choose my own presents. Or vouchers. Vouchers. This is the best thing. I've actually started giving my wife access to my Amazon wish list. So she buys me something off of there most years. I don't think she's got me anything off there this year, so that doesn't bode well. Family are the worst for buying presents for me. They just don't understand me at all. I don't want... Well, no, I know what I want. Let's put it that way. I sound really ungrateful, don't I? Such a Grinch. Your niece's birthday is on the 31st. Oh, poor thing. A very nice man has said he's going to look at my 500 pluses. I will. Oh, that's a bunch of birthdays, Patrick. The original Coda. My Christmas present to myself is the next Kickstart 2 that I waited 4 years for. It's under the tree until Monday. Woo! Lovely. Nice one. I've missed a bit of text there, Lee. I just want a 9mm Gates G2T belts, but no one in the UK had them. I missed a 3D printer. Happy Specmas. Hello, Roy. Roy Lake there is one of the people that won one of the Spectrums in the charity auctions. He won the ZX Max 128. And I got to go and meet him and his cat, who likes me. I've got loads of your stickers, Taz. They're dotted all over the place. I can see 3 from here. I love you, ZX Spectrum, from someone's name I cannot read. I'm sorry. Let's call you Frank. Don't know if that's insulting or. Trying to enjoy a break from F1. Jonathan works for an F1 team. I meant new parts for your PC with your lovely new desk. Oh no, I have. So I've had a PC upgrade thanks to NLK Media. Neil sent me a spare graphics card because he's just upgraded to a monster graphics card, and he sent me one that's a bit better than mine. And I've taken mine out. And now I've got a bench PC that can actually handle streaming properly without falling over. So thanks, Neil. Taz is getting a new microwave. Cool. So that's I always, whenever I'm using a microwave, and it's like the plastic touchpad, it always makes me think of ZX81. Zelda's amazing. Continue my map of Shroud. Neil likes his Zelda. His cat. Your cat's lovely. So I didn't know this until I was looking into, because I've got to repair this ZX80, and I didn't know that like the ZX81 keyboard is obviously a membrane like that. But that, I always thought that was the same thing, but it's not. It's a PCB under there, and this is just a sticker with contacts on the back. I never knew that until recently. Amazing what you learn, isn't it? That you think you know. Well, I don't think I know everything, but you kind of hope that you're getting there. That's a sort of knowledge that I would have expected to have accumulated by now. But no, well, having never worked on one, why would I? It's the first one I've even held. And I need to mark these off before I get distracted. Ben took on board my comments about the black PCB being horrible. And they look cool, but they're horrible to solder on. They just look messy when the solder, when the flux just splashes out. It boils when you're heating the solder and flies out all over the place, and it just looks absolutely disgusting. So R4, R5, R6 and R3 are done. 10, 11, 22, 36, 51 and 60 are marked as joy. So 10 and 11 are here. Here we go. How many? Oh God, I don't think this is going to get done tonight. It would be like 3 in the morning, the rate I'm going at the moment. I need someone to talk to. I can't even listen to like music when I'm working on things like this. I need silence. Otherwise I just get distracted. I'm so easily distracted. Not as bad as white PCB, says Lee. I've not done too many of those yet. Fortunate enough to own a ZX81, went straight to the Spectrum. Not to own. Oh, was not fortunate enough to own a ZX81, went straight to the Spectrum. Loved that little bugger till it went up in smoke. After that was trusty C64C. I went the same path. Randall, I also got myself a PIP D or Pi DP11, which is I've half built. Yeah, Peter says even cleaning them is a pain. They just don't seem to clean. Hose it down with spray bottle of isopropyl and scrub with a toothbrush and hose them down some more. And then yeah, keep going. I can use my ultrasonic bath Taz to clean it, but that's a massive pain. Done 10 or 11. It's a massive bath to fill, and then it takes ages to heat up, and then it's noisy. And it's, for crystals, it's not actually very safe, and you shouldn't leave plastics in there for too long. 22, 36. I reckon we're back over this way. 36 I've found. Let's see if I can find 22. I found 22 as well. 36 is there. Is it 36? 51 and 60 for the joystick. 22 is here. So yeah, and I'll wash this down with isopropyl, but unless it's going to be visible, I'm not going to put it in a clear case. I'm not going to worry. It's just you pick your battles you can win. I think the ultrasonic cleaner is for things that are really dirty. For me, that's what it's going to be used for. And I do have some very, very dirty computers to put in there. I have a PC Engine, but having learnt from other people's mistakes, Lee, I'm not putting the PC Engine in there because it kills the crystal. Right, what was that? That was 22 and 36. 36, 22. We are after 51, which is not in this corner. It's 50. 51. I don't remember seeing that. I'm not a reliable witness, though. 51. Boom. This is weird. On this list here, right, so on this, let's fold this over so I'm not showing the whole thing. Right, this is the one I've just done, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 22, 36. Now I'm doing 51. It's got 60 joy and then nothing after that. But on the packet list, it says 60. It hasn't got any asterisks next to that, but it's got asterisks next to 31, C31 and C34. Asterisk check manual. We're not using the joystick interface, so I don't need to put 60 in. But let's get 51 in and worry about the other one later, which I've actually forgotten where it is. I've actually forgotten. This is a bit embarrassing. I forgot where it is. I'm literally having to find it again from scratch. I'm fairly sure it was a vertical one. Oh, come on. J15. Not that one. 51. It's over here. Daft old fool. I did enjoy making the RGB cable today, and it put me in mind of a comment on one of my old videos where I was extolling the virtues of the Retro Shack cables. Retro Shack cables? Is that what I'm thinking of? And somebody commented on that video and said something along the lines of, let's be honest, anyone can make their own cables, and probably better than those. And my reaction to that was pretty much, because what what a ridiculous thing to say in the first place. And those cables cost, I don't know, what are they, between 10 and 15 pounds, maybe a little bit more than that. And I don't know about any of you, but your time, I mean, it took me a couple of hours to get all the bits together and fiddle around getting the right pin outs and everything. I'm, you know, and even if it was at the top end of my estimate, I'd much rather pay someone else to make a better cable than I've made. And I didn't even include the cost of the materials that I used. So if you take that into consideration, you're probably paying yourself £3 or £4 an hour. So yeah, we get some incredibly ridiculous. I found that C31 and C34 need to be a resistor of 10k for the correct stereo audio separation. So I do need to put those in. I've put them to one side, so we'll find those now. Put that one to one side as well. Yes, some of the comments we get on YouTube sometimes, and in the Big Red Arrow Club we share our weird, nice and nasty comments, and it's quite funny seeing other people's comments. There are some very strange people out there. C31 and C34. 31 and 34. Oh, these need to be upright. These are small. So I'm going to have to stand that on its end like that. You see that? I don't need that one. Sparesies. Oh, I've got to make this the right way around. Oh, no, that way. Come on. In you go. Right, quick look at the chat. That only comes from someone that has never made a cable yet. Made my own cables, but usually because, yeah, we've all made our own cables because you've usually got the parts to hand and it's just easier sometimes and you don't have to wait for postage. There are definitely advantages, but to Ian Pretty, yeah, it has been in this game far longer than the commenters. Top products, yes, thank you. Yeah, Ian's just, and he's a lovely guy as well. He's so helpful. Everybody, I don't know anyone. I know there have been dramas in the past, and I've not been around the scene long enough to be part of all of them. But everyone has been an absolute delight to me over the last few years that I've been involved in retro repairs and restorations and making videos and being part of the community. It's been lovely. I went to the Cambridge Computer Museum to the Retro Fest in November, just after, actually October. Caught COVID beginning of October, and at the end of October I was over it and knew that I couldn't catch anything else, so I went and mixed with everybody. All right, this one's R35, which is this one. Oh, I put that in the wrong packet. Oh well. I need to mark some stuff off. So they're done. I'm doing that one now. I'm not doing that one, so let's mark those two off. Did I do mark off 51? Which is down here somewhere. No, I did not. And 36, probably not, but I can't be bothered to find. Oh no, I did. All right, R35. It's got to be up here. It's got to be up here. 33. No, it's not up there. I find this so frustrating. This is the hardest bit. The one thing that I would like is an interactive web page that will, you can just highlight the interactive bill of materials. That'd be the one thing that would improve this experience, but it's still fun, isn't it? I've forgotten the number I'm looking for. 35. R35. No. Let's go back up here. 35, it was there all along. It's windy tonight. I can hear it in here because the walls in this is a garage, or used to be a garage. That the metal front door is still on the front, and I've walled across the inside with plasterboard and insulated it, but the door still rattles sometimes. Neil's got to go. I must go now. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone. I hope Santa is good to you all and your stockings are full of anything 8-bit wishes to you all. Cheers, Neil. Neil's got some he's got probably as many Spectrums as I've got to repair. He's been buying them up like a crazy person, and he's got stuff coming up on his channel. So go and subscribe to NLK Media if you want to see that. He's already got a few bits and pieces up there. He does a lot of ham radio stuff. More love for Ian's cables there from Julian. DIN plugs are a pain to solder. I didn't have too many problems though. I thought I would find it's probably one of the first ones I've done. Randall says, IT network, probably in the 90s, I used to make an inordinate number of plethora of different cables. An inordinate number of a plethora of different cables, with the twin axe cable for the Fuji computers being the worst. I despise making cables now. I used to be a painter and decorator. I hate painting. But I also used to be an electrician. Don't mind that so much. Hello, Terra. Right, let's skip forward a bit. Last video cable I made for a +2 going to yes guy chopped up a VG. Yeah, I did that actually. No, I did. I chopped up a SCART cable and then realised it was too big for the DIN end, so I had to find another cable. iBomb is a must-have now. Yeah, I'd love an iBomb for this. Okay, that's what it's called. I know. Need to get an old Specky to have a go at repairing myself, says Gat. Well, if it's already broken, you can't break it. No, if you'll just make it more interesting. Have a go. Jamie's Hack Shack says, "Ooh, radio stuff." Yeah, he knows his radio stuff. does Neil? Could have been a Sparky, but I don't drive, and crawling through lofts and under floorboards is horrible. I rewired my parents' house. My first, when I was 16, my first job as an apprentice electrician, I was taken to do some rewiring in this mansion, very incredibly rich person's house, and we'd had to run some cables under floorboards. They had all the carpets up and everything. So I'm just going to change this and have a break from that. So that was 53 and 54. Oh, done that one as well. 53, 54. Did I mark off 35? No. 23, 26 and 29 next. All right. Whoa. No sound? What? Hello? Hello? That's working, what's that? Oh! Oh, that's a shame. You'll never know. You'll have to do it by lip reading. It wouldn't be more fun making it without a good blooper somewhere. True. Camera swap. Why did that? So it did. All right, I won't do that anymore. So the story was, sorry, let me just get these out. 23, 26 and 29. 29, 26, 23 there. The story was I was an electrician as an apprentice. My first day on the job was wiring some very rich person's house up. You know, I was just basically doing as I was told. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. And then the job for me to do was to put the floorboards back after we'd run the wires underneath them. So I'm nailing the floorboards back down in this really posh house. I think he was someone who sold Porsches for a living, or he owned a Porsche dealership. And I was a bit confused that I was having to put the nails back in the original holes because it didn't seem to be holding the floorboards down very well. So I thought, I've got a bright idea. I'll instead of putting them in the holes, I'll put them elsewhere. I'll put them in the middle of the floorboard because, you know, that's the bit where it's going to hold the floorboard down the best. Yes, Saint Boy. A heating pipe. I flooded their dining room. Still makes me laugh today. I didn't lose my job because I wasn't told not to do it. And I was using my initiative. My initiative was bad. See, now I know I can switch to the other scene and I can cough without blowing your ears out. But that was a good first day on a job. What did I do with that one? 23, 26, 29. 26, 29, 23. Whoa, not too many resistors to go now. What's the time? Oh my God, it's 9:30. I'm going to be here all night if I do this. Hello, Daz. Roy thought his headphones had broken. We got enough oops moments. Starting M5 bingo card yet. Audio. Burning fingers. Yes, done that. Missing a pin when solder. I haven't done that yet. What else? We could have a drinking game. We have a Christmas drinking game. You'll all be hammered. R33. Putting the wrong component in the wrong hole would be one. Here it is. I see it. I remember when I did the Metron one of these. And what an amazing thing the Metrum is. By the way, for those that don't know, the price of the Metrum, I don't think he's got any for sale now. He might have. Lee will have to chime in. The price of the Metrum dropped on the last batch because Lee did a big bulk buy of all the parts and managed to drop the price significantly to, I don't actually want to say, but I think, he sold out. Will you do another batch, Lee? Gat says, I did something similar a few years back, flooring the attic. I put a nail through a pipe above the bathroom door. Fortunately, it was a slow leak. We got it fixed, or it would have been a disaster. Peter's, I've done the opposite. Lifted a floorboard nail and found out someone had put it through a pipe. For some reason, it didn't leak until I pulled it out. Drinking and soldering, what could go wrong? I'm not allowed to drink. Dodgy liver. Oh, God. Also pulled out some dead wire to find out. It wasn't dead when the bare end shorted against the water pipe. Oh, God. Don Superflow is great. He is. Yes, he's going to do another batch, but I thought the next arriving and no money after Christmas, it was a bad time. Yes, true. Doombrain, hi Lee, love your work on YouTube. Keep it up. Keep saying nice things to me and I'll keep doing things like this. You can do the drinking for me. That suits me. I was going to say I've never been a heavy drinker, but yeah, I used to be a heavy drinker in my youth. Right, 45. I've spotted it already. I'm flying. I didn't mark off 33 though. 33, and that was there. Let's get rid of 45 while we're here. All right, 45. You are in. I did enjoy all the jobs I've had. You know, I did a few trades when I was in my late teens and trying to, you know, didn't know what I wanted to be, and I was going from different trade to different trade. The building trades were all booming at that time, so there was just lots of money to be made, and I just kept going to wherever I could make a bunch of money with my mates, and then pissing it all up the wall. Dead wire incident was a council sparky. They rewired the lighting circuit but left all the old wire under the floor. I happened to find one piece that was still connected to a junction box. Oh, I did something similar. I'm going to show you my... these are my cutters, my snips, my cutters from back when I was a sparky. And you can see there's a big notch in there. And that was where I... disconnected the wire that I thought was going to this lighting circuit, pulled the wire out of the ceiling and chopped it off, and then bang, bits of molten cutters spraying all over the place. SSE just knocked asking if we wanted to switch anything. Oh, Scottish Energy, that's SSE, which one is that? Not at this bloody time of the year, mate. Otherwise, I was going to lamp him while he wouldn't accept no for an answer. Yeah, and all Sparkies have that pair of cutters, Julian. And the reason we keep them is because that makes the perfect wire stripper for 2.5 and 1 mil twin and earth. Absolutely perfect. I used them for years like that. Right, 45 is done and marked off. 44, 46. 44, 46. I've already seen them. Stepped on... Oh, right. I've missed the first bit of that. Stepped on a nail too. Bonfire night around 1978. Oh. I can remember a very, very vivid memory. We used to have a lot of bonfires in the garden back in the day. It was, you know, you'd have a bonfire at the bottom of the garden. I would, you know, go and stand out there as a kid. You could put a stick in there with a bit of plastic on, you know, wrap a bag around it, and then you get the zit, 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 zit. Did anyone ever do that? 46. And I can remember seeing a worm on the floor next to the fire and thinking, oh, there's a worm there. I went to pick it up. It wasn't a worm. It was a nail. Ouch. Yeah, you can see why I remember that. I was very small then. That was, I was probably 7 or 8. That was at the house where we had the Binatone Pong on a black and white telly in the 70s. Right, so that was 44 and 46. Right, 15 is next. Might have to have another throat sweet. Spanner on a car battery. Yeah, I've seen those sparks. R15. Throat sweet. Cherry flavour. Right. Apologies for the sucking noises. Let's actually take that out of its packet. R15. Another one I don't remember seeing. Still looking at 50. Oh, that could be 14 down there. No, it's J14, that is. R15. If I keep saying it, then it might just suddenly appear. What's that one? R15. It's got a via through one of the numbers, but I can see it on the map. Lovely. So we've done Christmas presents, past and present, and we've done Christmas dinners. What's the rest of your Christmas day like? What do you do? What do you do on Christmas Day? Is it front of the telly, or do you just do normal things? I tend to just do normal things. I'll probably be out here after I'll cook. I'll cook Christmas dinner. I'm the house cook. The last resistor. R50. Hey, couldn't have planned that. Yeah, I'll probably cook Christmas dinner. It depends if we've got visitors. Then I'll have to be polite. Unless I bring my father-in-law out here for a little while. You'll probably enjoy it. Not really been able to do that over the last few years because of lurgies. But yeah, if it's like a normal kind of day, everybody else in the house will be doing their own thing, so I'll go and do my own thing, and which is get in here and work on stuff, work on videos, work on projects. Gone are the days where I go and ride my new bike around the neighbourhood. Is it quicker to pick a resistor and find its value? Probably. But I've finished them all now. And why couldn't you suggest that to me earlier, Lee? You monster. Gat says, I was swapping a dimmer switch for an on-off, had turned off the lighting circuit, but got zapped because it was actually a spur off the ring main. Oh, that is really naughty. You can't have that. Oh. John, no, don't know what that is. Yeah, bonfire was usually better than the fireworks then. Binatone Pong was our first time. I've got loads of them. I've got quite a collection of the old, the chip that they used in those that denotes what they were. But I've got loads of those grandstands and all sorts of brands. I've got quite a collection. When I finish the workshop and have all the new shelving up on the wall over there, I just realised I haven't got my lights on over there. The Pong machines will probably feature. I can't put anything on that wall at the moment because the roof's leaking. It leaks down the wall. Lunch at the Outlaws, is Randall. Fair enough, you don't have to cook. Lay down on the sofa and listen to an audiobook. That sounds absolutely heavenly. Probably watch something on TV until the other half falls asleep, then be in here. What, in here? I'll probably enjoy a book that I've received as a Christmas gift, says Tara. I know I haven't read a book for ages. I used to read all the time and write. I used to really be into my literature. And I haven't, for the last 3 years since I've been doing this, because it's all consuming making this sort of thing. I haven't read anything for a while. But next year I'm going to really try to make time. AY3885. Is that the chip in? I thought that was the sound chip. The chip in the Pong machines. Yeah. AY38500. Right now I'm listening to Doctor Who and the Cave Monster. Oh wow! Classic. Hello, Rob. Merry Christmas to you too. The book sounds like a good idea, and I've not read anything ages. Yeah, I need to. There's so much I've missed. But then, my taste in books is science fiction and fantasy. I do like some fiction as well, but I tend to stick with certain readers, certain authors, and find it difficult to get into new authors. Right. So we've done bags 4 to 25 on here. Let's quickly go over that. We've got some hints here. Oh, it says some of the hard ones to find. R2, it says it's not printed. Well, how did I find that then? There isn't an R2. Oh, right. They're for the joystick. Oh, right. Hang on a second. Oh no, we've still got these network resistor packs. So not really done with the resistors, but we've done R50. Let's mark that off. So R13 has a little. These single row resistor networks have common pin 1 indicated by a small dot. Pin 1 is indicated by a square pad on the circuit board. So 13. Oh, it's there. And the square pad is on the left. There we go. There is a dot on there. No, that's the wrong way. You see that? There's a dot right in the end there. Time for blue tack. That's quite warm, that Hakko base station. Lovely. So the best bit about Christmas for me is obviously other people getting presents, because I've already had mine. So the only pleasure I get is other people getting their gifts. But you know, other family get me vouchers. Like in-laws will buy me Amazon vouchers, and I'll get Amazon vouchers from my mum. Bless her. My favourite bit is deciding what to buy with my Amazon vouchers. Sometimes I have to wait until my birthday, so like I've got enough to buy whatever it is I want. I'm trying to think what I bought last year. I bought something quite major last year in here. Oh, that one had an extra pack, R61, which it's marked as Joy, so I don't need that one. I don't think I need to put it in. So R1 and R2 I'm looking for here. That's J1. R1 is there. And R2 is nowhere to be seen. Is it there? Does it say R2? Not printed on board is between U6 and U36. There. Let's stick that one in. So one of the things that I'm not sure yet. I kind of would like another. I bought somebody, Karsten, who's one of my loyal viewers, bought me a Camlink, an Elgato Camlink, so I could have, because I was having awful problems when I was streaming with my Elgato HD60S. Just kept basically bugging out. And because I've got two cameras on the go here, and Karsten bought me a Camlink. I quite like another one of those, so I might spend my Christmas vouchers on that. So what about you guys? What are you spending your Christmas vouchers on? Another thing I might spend it on, I've lost the other one. There it is some lighting for the other side. So if I want to do some filming on the new benches over here, I did a little bit with the TV repair, but the lighting was poor and didn't look good, and I had to do quite a lot of work in post to make that look even reasonable. So I'd quite like some more of these panels up over those workbenches over there. Not workbenches, whatever you want to call them. Desks. What's a long desk called like that? It's just a bench, isn't it? So yeah, what are your vouchers being spent on this year? Yeah, Christmas money. It was the best thing about Christmas when you were little, when you get your £5 notes in your Christmas card from granddads and things. Lee wants a softbox. Yeah, I don't have room for a softbox in here. These panels are really good though. I am the dude from Twitter. Daz. Oh, right, he's talking to Lee. Yes. I wonder if Finland is the only country where the Christmas Eve is the main event. Yes. Santa comes in the early evening and gives us presents. That just sounds like a much better deal. I'd love to visit Finland. Rob Taylor is here. It must be fate telling me that I should embark on a 500 plus. Oh, that Rob Taylor. Is it Peepo Rob? That Rob Taylor. Hello, Rob. Oh, God. I'm so bad with names. We were talking about you earlier, and I remembered your first name. I couldn't remember Peepo, but it's just come to me. And I certainly couldn't remember Taylor. I'm so bad with names. I think it's the case for Scandinavia. Oh, okay. They do the same thing in Christmas Eve. There's some very weird Scandinavian Christmas traditions with the best will in the world. Right, some quite scary ones. No, Patrick, buy yourself something. Anything in the Steam sale will take your fancy. Yeah. Well, not in the Steam sale, but I do quite fancy Baldur's Gate 3. I'm starting to come round to the idea of giving that a go. But it's time. I know I'll get it, and I just won't play it. Thinking of a triple output bench PSU, Rob. Ooh, fancy. Oh yeah, triple output. That would be pretty cool, actually. I'm always swapping cables, and yeah, and different voltages would be amazing. Wouldn't it be good to have? Can you get bench PSUs that output AC voltages as well? Because I've got the QL to do, and that has, I think it's plus 5 and plus 14 AC, plus 5 DC and plus 14 AC or something ridiculous like that. Nick, and seeing the QL on eBay going to add a lot of pocket money towards it. Keep it light, Patrick. Lee's enjoying 7 Days to Die. I've not really looked at that, but I think that's like a survival game. I quite like those. A Pico 8 if I get my RGB 30, says Colin. Besides the second half of the Kickstarter one, next money I'll be paying to my friend on Thursday. I don't have any spare cash to buy myself anything. A few big toroids I can rewind. There are programmable AC. Oh, right, for the AC. There are programmable AC output supplies, but they are mucho spendy. Okay. An AC bench PSU, you mean a Variac? They are expensive AF. Jonathan's been on the fence with Baldur's Gate. Was playing Diablo 4 today. Nice. Zombie Minecraft. Well, now I've got Neil gave me the graphics card he gave me is an RTX 2070 Super, and it's the first RTX card I've had. So I'm gonna try out some ray trace games. I want to try Minecraft, ray trace Minecraft. I got these expensive, but if you ditch the stands, they could be wall mountable and controllable via an app on your phone. 2 packs, 480 RGB light with app control. I think I've seen those ones, Patrick, Duncan. The ones I've got up here are remote control, but they're not. Not bothered about an app on my phone. I definitely don't want that. But these are not RGB. They're just I can change the temperature of the light. But yeah, the light off of these is, because they're big panels, is really nice. There's very few shadows when I'm filming. They're perfect for what I want. So I'm probably going to stick with these, and they're cheaper than the RGB ones. I don't need RGB. And Duncan is playing Lego Fortnite. Daughter is 10. Lee's got an RTX 2070 at home as well. Nah, mine's a Super. Minecraft in ray trace. Minecraft in ray trace mode is too pretty. Yeah, Minecraft in VR is also too pretty, but it's amazing. I love Minecraft. Hello, Dave. It's Dave, everybody, who has just literally now opened a box with the Nuvo 128 plus 3 from Neil. So I'll be doing my own build like this. Yes, he's Neil's NLK Media. Neil is basically Santa Claus. He's sent Dave a board similar to this. If I got the Nuvo board here, I've probably got one down there somewhere. Maybe not that particular model. Right, where are we up to? Looks like we're on transistors. Oh, we've got another. What? I'm missing something here. What's going on here? U47 marked on here. 8 resistor dip network. 8 network resistor dip, U47, but that is not in bag 25, and bag 26 is transistors. Bag 25 was 3 10k, these three. That one's not there. U47, this caught me out last time. This is the that is actually the resistor pack right there. That caught me out last time. I'm amazed I remembered it this time. Right. I'd never seen a resistor pack that looked like that. Yeah, it's a 470 ohm resistor, and it does say dip in U47, so let's stick that in. U47 might be easy to find it on the map. Before we go transistor crazy, I think I remember doing that last time and getting to the end of that and thinking, well, that's just not there. And just leaving it and moving on, and then realizing that there it is. So it's that little marking there is basically a row of resistors, and that just goes in there. I don't think it has polarity because it's just resistors. Even though the dip package has got a notch in one end, there's no notch marked on the silk screen. But what I'll do is, right, so that one's marked with a notch on the left. This one's marked with a notch on the right, so there isn't a rhyme or reason. That one's on the left, so that's 2 to 1. So we're going to go on the left because I know the sound chip is at the opposite orientation to the rest of the board. It doesn't want to go in. There we go. Ooh. What were we talking about? Can't remember. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about YouTube, because that's something that I'm obsessive about. I don't know if you know, but the Big Red Arrow Club, which is something I help run, along with Lee and a few other people. We've been doing it. There's a Big Red Arrow YouTube channel. So it's just like a bunch of YouTubers that kind of help each other out. Nothing serious. We've got quite a few members now though. And it's growing all the time. We're inviting people slowly to keep things under control, and so it doesn't get out of control, because it's only us running it as volunteers. You know, we put our own time into these things, so we don't want to overstretch ourselves doing things. But we've got a YouTube channel, like a collaborative YouTube channel, where we talk about things to do with YouTube and how, you know, our experiences making videos and what we, you know, passing on the knowledge. And yeah, that's still zoomed in. That kicked off a couple of months ago, and this doesn't get a huge amount of views because it's not a big wide audience. You guys probably are more interested in, or definitely more interested in, the retro stuff. But it's great fun, and we have some lovely chats and talk about all kinds of things on there. And there's quite a thirst for us to, you know, from the members to do this sort of thing as well. Slowed down a bit towards Christmas because people have different things to do. Oh, I do believe these are in a row: Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. No, maybe not. There's a bunch of Qs there. Oh, Q4, Q3 could go. They're all over this side. Over here. Make sure I get the orientation right. Goes that way. But yeah, if you'd like to know more about the Big Red Arrow Club YouTube channel, I'll probably put a link in the description of my future videos as well. But I often, if I'm hosting one or taking part in one of the panel discussions, I'll usually make a community post. So you've probably seen that already and just ignored it. Wow, that's a bit rude. I put a lot of work into that. See, marketing by guilt. I've had marketing by guilt recently. As a big YouTuber, not a big YouTuber, even us little YouTubers get offered sponsorship deals and collaborations with companies for weird things. But one came up recently which piqued my interest, which was heating panels, infrared heating panels. Now, I'm standing in front of this tiny little heater here, and it's actually keeping me really nicely warm. It's perfect. But it did interest me because you can get these big panels that go on a wall or on a ceiling that will, it feels like the sun, apparently, according to the marketing. And so this company contacted me in a very over familiar fashion, bit too pally, not really, you know, the way to approach someone, which was the first alarm bell. And it started badgering me, saying, "Oh, we want to work with you. We love your channel. We love what you do." I said, "No, you've never even seen what I do. You've just looked at my channel, seen the numbers, seen that I had a big video recently. You want a bit of that action." But I was interested, and I was thinking, oh, I might do this, but I'm not going to do it. I don't like doing sponsorship stuff on my main channel. I like it to be just about the retro. In one day, you know, I might have to rethink and you know, if I ever do this for full time, you know, off in the future one day, and sponsorship will probably be something I have to do, but it's not going to be for me for a long time. And I just don't like it. I have done it. I got my thermal camera, which is, you know, something that was amazing, really on point for the channel, and I had no regrets about doing that. Topdon were really good to work with, and I came out of that a winner. But this guy, he badgered me. He sent me email after email, but I replied to him and I said, look, I'm not interested in doing a sponsored video, but I will do something on my second channel. And they said, well, have a look at it, and came back to me and said, yeah, okay, we can do something on the second channel, but we're not going to send you the panel for free. We'll give you a discount. And I thought, no, I'm not really interested in that. And so he badgered me, and I said, well, okay, look, give me a price. Your cheapest portable panel, because I wanted one I could just move around, a bit similar to this. It'll probably just use a little bit electricity than this, but work in exactly the same way. What can you do? What's the price you can do on that? And I think it was 120 quid for the panel before his discount, and he offered me £89. He said he would charge me £89 for this delivered, and I thought, well, that's 30 quid. You're giving me 30 quid to make you a video, and I have to put in multiple hours of work to make that video. You're probably going to badger me the whole way through it as well. Nah. But I didn't reply to him, and he carried on emailing me over and over and over, and then finally he said, it started off really pally, and then he said, look, I'm not going to email you anymore. He said, if you don't reply to this one, I'm not going to email you anymore. What, you know, good. Bye. But yeah, that happens more than I'd like to think. Right, so which is the orientation of these? Oh, actually, I probably jumped the gun here. 20. I think I have. Yeah, I should be putting the IC sockets in now, according to the list, and I've gone and put in some. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the plan. I'll put in the transistors next. The IC sockets are supposed to go in next because they're slightly higher, and there is a reason for that. It's fine. Right, I'll put these away. I'll come back to the chat. I've missed quite a lot. I can't go back too far. Peter shouts at Adrian doing Amigas. A lot of judgment going on in the chat. Hey, Adrian's the best. Adrian is brilliant. He's, you know, we've all got our specialities, and he can't possibly know everything about every machine. So he's, you know, when he's done the Electron recently, you know, probably didn't do it as we would do it, knowing the machine a bit better. But he still did a great job. They will be bollocks. They'll be limited to mains, and you can already get a portable heater. Yeah, I know it's going to do the same job as this thing, Dave. But I quite like the idea of hanging it on a wall and that sort of thing. But I'm not going to chase them. Do love 1 hour Joe's classics electromechanical pinball vid. Usually have to watch it in bits. Well, not one I'm aware of. Duncan says we have some at work. Cheap ones fire almost as much as heat out of the back. They also only heat what is directly in front under the panel. Yeah, that was another concern. This one, I tell you, I've got it on one bar, this little electric heater, and there's no heat in you know, otherwise in this garage, single skin garage, metal door at that end, which is insulated, but this wall here is not insulated at all. Lovely and warm. Oh, actually, I have got a heated vest on. I've got a USB heated jacket underneath here. Right, good, caught up. The one thing that Adrian does that makes me scream every time is twisting SMD caps off. That actually makes me laugh. Ah, it's great. You shouldn't be offended. He can do what he wants. It's his machine. Right. Where am I going to start? Is there a best way to do this? There's a dip 8 here, which is where is that one? There. Is that it? No, that's not it. I thought it was up here. Yeah, it's there. I did have some problems with these sockets when I did the Metron build, with pins melting up out of the socket. So I've just got to make sure I get it right without having to reflow them. But like I said, this is my one. I don't really care. It can look a bit of a mess if it wants to. It's not a problem. Yeah, lovely. Oh, this is going to be the boring bit. So much soldering to do here. Ooh. All right, what should we talk about next? This oh god, I hope the chat doesn't descend into a big fight about the best way to take SMD capacitors off. Actually, the best way to take SMD capacitors off is however the hell you want to. There, do it your way, and let people do what they want. Right, I'm going to start at this end, and I'm going to do these one at a time. When I did this in the Metron build, I put all the like rows of these in and put tape over, then soldered corners, and then when I was pushing the sockets up and reflowing the pins would actually slide out of the sockets. So I'm not doing that. I'm going to actually I'm going to actually just no, that's not. Let's find that one is the right one. I'm going to do these one at a time. TV. I've been watching my favourite thing at the moment. Oh, I just finished watching Loki. That was all right. Was a bit. I know it sounds like looks like it's a final thing. I don't know if they'll be coming back. But then that final. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. I watched that, and I watched the new Indiana Jones film as well. That was fun. I really, really enjoyed that. The CGI of younger Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, at the beginning was amazing. The first moments where you see him and you think, this is CGI. And you watch just trying to see the CGI. You're trying to spot what's going on, trying to see the cracks, the uncanny valley, and then you forget, and just like it's him, it's young him. And My favourite thing at the moment to watch is Reacher. So we were talking about books earlier that I used to love reading. I still love reading, but just haven't done it for a while. But my favourite fiction, like it's almost like a guilty pleasure because it's almost trashy, is the Lee Child series of Jack Reacher novels, and I've read all, well, up until the last couple of years, the last few years, I've read all of them, and I was completely distraught and inconsolable when the first film was released, and it was bloody Tom Cruise as the 6'7" beefcake Major Jack Reacher, and it was, you know, they were all right films. I quite enjoyed them anyway because I really loved the books, but bloody hell, that is a serious piece of miscasting. But the new guy, oh, that's hot. Drink. The new guy is amazing. He's so good, and the series is brilliant. I've just started watching the 4th episode of the new season, and I'm loving it. I did have like, oh no, I'm streaming tonight when I realised that I hadn't watched yesterday's episode, so I'll have to watch that tomorrow at some point. But I've got Christmas presents. Me and Thomas are wrapping Christmas presents tomorrow. We're wrapping Mum's Christmas presents. Mum does all the other presents, but me and Thomas do Mum's presents. I thought I put it in the wrong way up then. Oh, that looks like one of them. Oh, let's just keep stretching my back. I'm starting to get sore. Lee's favourite film is Debbie Does Dallas. I'm not even going to read any of the cap removal stuff anymore. But Debbie Does Dallas, yeah. 80s classic, mate. From the episode. When the new indie film was in the cinema, my girlfriend and I went to see it. I wasn't really in the mood as my cat had vanished. But we went because I'd had the tickets booked for a month. Last season for All Mankind. For All Mankind. I think my wife has told me something about that. She's the one who like experiments on different things now. She used to absolutely hate anything with gore in it. And then one day she just randomly started watching The Walking Dead. And I'd watched The Walking Dead. I'm a massive fan of The Walking Dead up until they killed, what's his name? I can't remember his name now. The big controversial bit. She watched a lot, all of it. And now she looks for all of the disaster type movies and apocalypse. And she's a warrior and a warrior. She puts up with me. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think I'll be finishing this tonight. And I don't know when I'll be finishing it because there's that day that's coming up that gets in the way of everything. Got to keep your socket straight. What? Happy holidays to all who celebrate. Thanks for the company and discussion. All take care. Bye, Jonathan. Take care, mate. So no Child's Jack Reacher fans here. You don't know what you're missing. It's fantastic. One of the best TV characters or fictional characters come to the screen there ever has been. Right, what is the time? I'm going to work until 11 o'clock. We've got 40 minutes to see how many of these rancid sockets I can fit. Oh, I know what I'll do. I don't know if I'll still be in shot. I might have to move the camera. Oh, that's not too bad. You might get a bit of glare off my head though. Right. Where are we? There. So what about next year? Who's got plans for the new year? What's 2024 going to bring you? What are your big targets for the next 12 months? I think like this year for me has been unbelievable. Everything that's happened with me and doing this weird YouTube thing. Has gone so far beyond my expectations that I can't comprehend it sometimes. From the start of the year, I was on 2,000 and something subscribers, and I'm on 7,000 something. No, 6,000 something now, nearly 7,000. I almost cracked 7,000 before the end of the year. If someone could find me an extra couple of hundred subscribers before the 31st of December, that made me really happy. It wouldn't. I'd go, oh, for a little while and then I'd move on. Because subscribers don't actually matter that much. It's really weird how it works. You can have no subscribers and still have a massive viral hit, and you could have 1 million subscribers, and in fact you can have much more than 1 million subscribers. There was that one guy that got cancelled and he still makes videos, and he's got something like 6 million subscribers or 5 million subscribers, and he just gets no views. So yeah, subscribers are not the most important metric. Making good videos is the most important thing you can do if you want to get views. Make a great video. Charles from Lost Retro Tapes is my favourite example of that. Retro Tea Break is his other YouTube channel, where he released a video where he made the ZX Spectrum completely from scratch, and he had no other videos on there. He had no subscribers, and I think he's 80,000 views or something on that one video. So make a good video. That's what you have to do. But also, YouTube is a great place if you just want to share what you're doing, what your passions are, what you're up to, and you want to connect with people. I fall into the middle of that metric a little bit. I like to make videos that both types of videos. So I like to make videos that, or I would like to make videos that would be seen by lots of people. Just because the more people you reach, then the more you're doing it right. But I also just sometimes don't mind not putting quite so much effort into the editing. That's why I started a second channel. Let me have a quick look at the chat, because there's a lot going on here. I hope we're bringing something rather than take away like 25 kilos. Oh, I missed some chat there. Planning of, right, so this is your 2024. So Hang on, no, I've missed even more than that. Dave says, what kind of sockets, Lee? Dual wipe, yep. Yeah, dual wipe correct or temping wrong. It's another divisive topic. You're such a shit starer, Dave. Next year, stent or pacemaker, says Patrick. Okay. ZX Renew. I'm planning a trip to visit Georgia in China. I don't know how to pronounce that. Wow. Is that a business trip or? Oh, maybe taking the Great Wall as well. So it sounds like a tourist trip as. But yeah, surely you can make some contacts while you're over there and pick up a few bits. Good night, Duncan. If you're not already gone. Retro Crazy, lovely guy. I've met Duncan at the cave, and he's just a really nice guy. I hope it will not bring something rather than take away. Like, oh, you want to lose 25 kilos? I got told by my doctor I had to lose weight, and I've lost about 5 kilos so far, so I'm doing all right. Early year target is running London Marathon 2024. Scott, cool. I used to run quite a lot, and I wish I still could. My physical health is not good enough now, but and I'm old. But I would love to have done that. I've never got that far, but yeah, good on you. Dave, this year it's finishing my retro room, means finishing the PCs, making a new Spectrum and C64, clear up the wiring and hit the 10k subs. That's my 2025. 10k subs on Twitch. Cool, yeah, you get that easy. Now you're in the Big Red Arrow Club. You wouldn't mind more? Make great videos, Patrick. Simple. Work on the same issues myself. Doing well so far. It's all about reducing intake. That was at Peter. Oh, right, yeah, food. Let's move. Sir says, what cameras are you using? Picture quality. These are Sony ZV E10s, or the ZV E10s. This one's got a pancake lens on it, and that one's got the kit lens on it. But it's more to do with capture as well. You can get away with cameras are not that important. You can get away with iPhones and things like that. In fact, I've probably got this one set up wrong. Let me just check something. Yeah, I have. Probably look even more gorgeous now. I've made the background a bit blurrier. Sorry I'm late to this. Just saying, season's greeting to you. Hello, crazy boy, formerly ABCDEFG. Season's greetings to you too. Right. Okay. Excellent. Right, I'll get back in my throne. I'm halfway through watching this week in retro. You were unfortunate that I haven't got a socket in yet. Reese got his ramble out before you this week, and so I started listening to that, and it's over an hour long. He's really taken the ramble to heart this time, but his year in review. I did a year in review. I did a photo year in review last year, which I really enjoyed, but that was a 3.5 hour video, and where I just took all the photos that I'd taken over the year to do with retro, and then chatted about them. And this stream was either going to be that. I was either going to do a live stream of that or this build. But what I'll do is in the new year I'll actually make a video about it instead. I might make a few videos. I might not do one massive 4-hour video this time, because you look at that in your watch list, see, oh my god, it's got 4 hours on it. I'm not going to even bother trying. But if you see part 1, you might be more interested. So I'll probably do like a 3-parter or something. But I do enjoy that, going back, looking back over the year, and especially this year has been so amazing. So many things have happened this year that I'm incredibly proud of, or have just been amazing, that have happened to and for me. Like some of the donations I've got this year, I got I don't think Simon's, that might have been a year before. The XEGS was one of the ones that kicked things off in donation land for me. The Apple IIe from Rudy, from Rudy's Retro Intel. Oh, I'm not sure which socket that's going to be. Oh, it must be one of those, but I'll leave these big ones till after. Do all these little ones first. Oh, I've slipped off the side here. Let's just swivel that over a bit. There we go. That's better. Rudy sent me a an Apple IIe with the floppy drive emulator thing, and I've still not plugged it in. I've just been with the charity thing. It's been a wild ride. I need those ones out there. There we go. Can't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, the year in review videos. Was it that? Oh, I can't remember. Let's talk about something else until I remember. Old man losing his mind. Oh yeah, This Week in Retro. I was on This Week in Retro this year. They haven't asked me back though. Not sure what's going on there. If you want a break, just give me a shout, Dave, and I'll do it on my own. I've seen how it works. Duncan won't mind. I could do that. That's easy, that is. I'm sure many of you... Oh, can't have too much of a good thing. I'm sure many of you in here... How many's left? Still got 50 people in here. Good grief. You have more stamina than me. I'm sure many of you in here also watch and listen to This Week in Retro. Having been on it and seen behind the scenes and seen the work that goes into that, that is a great show. And it's 3 lovely people as well, and they fit together so nicely. It's so nice. One of my favourite parts of the week is washing up on a Saturday morning and having This Week in Retro on while I wash up. Rob says, I've got a mention on Twitter, not invited on the show. What? Travesty! My prices are too high and people would need subtitles for my Welsh accent. YouTube does that automatically, don't worry about that. And we can understand Dave, and he's Welsh. Or is it Irish? I forget. Same thing, yeah. Celtic. Oh, this maybe in a perfect world, in prep, I would have put all the sockets in first and just had some like choice components to fit. Here's one I prepared earlier. Here's a Tracy Island I prepared earlier. Oh, the British references coming out tonight. That's Blue Peter, by the way. You'll have to look that up. We had my favourite guest on this week. Oh, I can't remember his name. From the Amigos. He was hilarious. Oh, Mark's here. Okay, everybody, it's time to go. Mark's here. Aaron, yes, Aaron. Oh, he's hilarious. That man has wit. You need him on regularly. Never mind getting Boat back on. You need Aaron. I'm a big fan of Aaron. Actually, how many of those life-size cutouts of Aaron did you get? Because I could do with one of them. Is it Christmas there yet there, Mark? I don't know how it works. You joined me at the completely boring part of the whole process. I'm just soldering sockets in, socket after socket, just working through one at a time. I've just realised that I didn't even flatten this one to the board, so this is probably sitting up in the air. It's really going to annoy me. Oh no, it's all right. It's flat. It's flattish. Yeah, it's flat actually. Got away with that one. Long stream ahoy. I did intend to complete it, Rob, but you know, the best intentions and everything. I wanted to. I had the best intentions. I wanted to complete it, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'll just work until what did I say? 11 o'clock. We've got 20 minutes, 23 minutes to go. 15 minutes to go. He only has one, but there's at least one more at the cave. I might get Neil to put one aside for me. I bet he'd be able to auction that for serious charity money. Yeah, problem. Yeah, the sockets actually hide the. Yeah. The type of chip. Yeah, I see what you mean. It actually says on the silk screen what type of chip it is. Good point, Peter. I hadn't thought of that. I had not considered it. Let's keep going. I'm not giving up yet. I might go for a little bit longer after 11 because I feel bad that Mark's only just joined and he obviously wants to see my soldering action. He wants to learn a thing or two. This is probably some of the messiest soldering I think I've ever done. Oh, let's flatten it. Yeah. Oh! There's only 3 times I've burnt my finger tonight. Ow. Right. Cool. That's another one. Ticked off. Oh Why do they put these long ones in here? Well, space. Don't mind me. No, you're not going now. Not Mark Break stuff. I'll go as long as I can, Patrick. Putting in a picture or a video for reference. Did you consider doing this build without some of the sockets? No, I don't think I would. Someone else mentioned that as well. I think when I did the Harlequin, someone in the comments said, sorry, when I did the Metrum Harlequin video, someone in the comments said, why did you use sockets? Well, because I don't trust me to get it right first time. If I make a mistake, then I don't want to have to desolder it and make a mess, lift a pad. It's easier with sockets. What am I doing? Just easier. Still got to solder the socket, so it's not like I'm doing any more work. I mean, putting the chips in the sockets is not too difficult. I actually, when I'm repairing a board, my instinct is actually to not put a socket in, because I'm fairly confident on, like, even on old fragile ZX Spectrums, that I can get, if I take my time, I can, oh, bridged. I can take out a chip from most motherboards without damaging them. And sockets fail. Plenty of not so much the dual wipes. They're pretty good, but the old single wipes certainly. But even a dual wipe will still, you know, with a corroded chip, it will still fail. So yeah, I think for me, for my stuff, if I'm doing something for me, I probably, you know, if I need to change a RAM chip and a Spectrum that belongs to me, I probably just put it straight back in without putting a socket in. Most of the time, as long as I can test that chip first and know it's going to work. So one of the things I'm really looking forward to doing this year, one of the projects, is this whole thing with John Patmore, who's the guy that found my channel and offered me all of his old stuff, which is basically a load of QL and Spectrum parts, complete machines, micro drives, interface ones, and a couple of very unusual items that you saw in that show and tell video. There's more to come with that. There's oh, good night, Dave. Have a lovely Christmas, mate. Merry Christmas. There's more to come with that. He's got some more stuff for me, and we might have some, you know, there's a blueprint that he might have. He's hoping he's still got, that could be very interesting to get hold of and take to a museum to be preserved. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to working on all of that stuff, especially on the QL. I've never worked on a QL, and I think that's going to be a big project. So I've got all of these projects I've got some, you know, big projects, some medium projects, and little projects, and I'll be working on one big project at a time and probably one or two small projects, and hopefully lend us a QL for a simulation. Oh, Rob, I don't know if you saw the video. Have I got it here? Oh, let me have a look, see if I can find it. There's there's this like big load of micro drives. I don't know if it's at the bottom of this box. Oh. No, I think it's in this one. Oh. No. No, it's in the other one. Oh, that's never going to go back in there. So much stuff. Where is it? It is there. It's just buried. Bear with me. Here we go. So that is a QL motherboard off of the factory, a reject off of the factory production line, and these bits not been snapped off, and the micro drives are still attached to the motherboard. They will be snapped off and then they go in upright. So you can't have this one for a simulation because I think this is unique. I don't think there's going to be another one like this in the world. I'd be very surprised if there is. And if there is, it'll probably be at John Patmore's house. But that's an issue 6 for reference. Yeah, Rob, ooh. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So John Patmore used to work at Thorn EMI, where they made the QL for Sinclair, and he's got all kinds of things. There's a complete QL down there as well. But if there ends up being a scrap motherboard, a motherboard that you know, is not worth, you've probably got some unpopulated ones, or I'll certainly try to get something going your way. Yeah, it's definitely a piece of history. It's going to end up at Neil's museum once I've finished having my way with it. I'm quite keen on that one being preserved as it is. I won't be trying to make it work. I was talking about maybe firing it up, putting the chips in and firing it up, but I don't think that's appropriate. It's a reject, so it's probably got something fundamentally wrong with it. So it will be preserved as it is. But I want, when I'm working on the other machines, I want that as a piece to show, to illustrate the rest of the collection that John's kindly given me. And he's a lovely man too. And I'm going to at some point we're going to have a chat. I'm going to interview him and talk about his days working for Thorn EMI. I think yeah, quite a technical job there. So yeah, I'm going to pick his brain and get some of his memories recorded for posterity. Right, it's 10 minutes to go, but yeah, definitely leave it as it is. It's a lovely thing. I didn't understand what it was when I first saw it. I had an inkling it was a QL motherboard, but the break-offs on around the outside and I didn't, and the microdrive little motherboards, I had no idea that they weren't, part of the motherboard. Then I opened up the other QR and I thought, hang on, this is a different size. This other motherboard wouldn't even fit in the case. Yeah, it's a really cool thing. So I'm looking forward to meeting up with John again sometime in the new year, and we're going to have a chat, and I'm going to get him in front of the camera, and we'll do something for the channel, and get his story. It'll be so interesting. Right, I think I'm done. I'm actually in a bit of pain, which I've gone a bit flat. Is it all working yet? Yeah, I put 5 volts into it, and it started playing Manic Minor all by itself. Rudy and Jamie, they're like that meme of those 2 young kids running towards each other. Rudy, Jamie. Lee's I'm procrastinating. Yeah, I want to go to bed. I might do another live stream. I can't promise anything though. I won't do it on Christmas Eve because that's just mean. And I'm not going to do it on Christmas Day. And I think there's some family stuff happening on the 2 days after. So I won't be doing it then. So it'll probably be the middle of next week. If I do another live stream, I'll just leave this as it is, and then we'll go at it again. But I might do what I do actually for you. What I will do just for you, because we're friends. I'll complete all the sockets. I'll do the sockets as I walk past the workbench. Every now and then I'll just stick a socket in until they're all done, so you don't have to watch me soldering sockets in. If I get all those done, and then we can go on to the more interesting stuff like all these sockets and capacitors, and then we can actually get it working. I'll get the ROM. I'll get the ROM programmed. It says point at it. Oh no, that's the sound chip. I'll get the ROM programmed and ready with a proper set of ROMs on it, because it's just got diagnostics on there at the moment and a few other bits and pieces. And I'll get the Dandinator cartridge out and a case as well, ready. Get it finished in the next stream. So yeah, well, let's do another stream between Christmas and New Year, when everybody will be bored anyway, so you won't have anything to watch. So it'll be fine. Christmas Day stream. How about continuing the stream now? How about no? I'm tired. I think the bug that I had recently, it wasn't COVID, but I really it took the wind out of my sails. Yeah, so I'll hello Ross. I'll do another one between Christmas. I don't know when, but you'll see. I'll set it up so it pops up on your notifications. So make sure you are subscribed and you have I don't know, smacked the bell. Is that how they do it? I will do my best. I can't individually let everybody know. I need a mailing list. But I will let people know. On my first place to let people know is my Discord. I'm pretty sure there's a link in the description for this video to my Discord. If not, you'll find it in all of my mainstream, my normal videos. That's the best way for me to communicate with people en masse. Twitter and other social media platforms are getting worse at the moment, so it's not the best way. And the community posts that you can make through YouTube seem to be very hit and miss whether the people get them or not. So it'll be I'll set up a stream and schedule it, so you should get a notification that way. But yeah, join my Discord. Discord is great. Discord is really, really good because we can just have conversations, and it's it works so well for this sort of thing. So yeah, I know it's not for everyone, but join my Discord. Thank you everybody for watching. Really do appreciate it. I can change these glasses now rather than looking up my nose. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining me, keeping me company, and making it a much less boring night. And Mark, Merry Christmas. I hope you get something more than coal, which is all you deserve. Right, how do I stop this stream? End stream. I'm going to hit the end stream button. Thanks everybody. Goodbye. Merry Christmas. See you next week. Bye.